الشيطان والعياذ بالله. والكهان. نعم عبد الرحمن. You mean astrology? Is it permissible? In this context, no. In this context, no. At all whatsoever. It is haram. Because they're trying to say that they know the unseen by way of that. Right? I believe astronomy is something else that is to do with food. Right? The astrology, yes. But in this aspect, it is not permissible. Ilm al-adad. It is when they will take the huruf and give every harf a number. They say, mathalan, they will say the letter ba is 20. I'm just saying, that don't take it. But let's say they say ba is 20. Alif is 2. Sheen is 5. Noon is 50. Just giving every letter a number. So this is what is called ilm al-adad. And that's why you find in their khatim, or they call the khatim, when they have a square and they will place some numbers in it. Those numbers, barakallah fikum, it is either the numbers in regard to his name and his parents' name, or his name and the person that they want to do the dirty work on. Right? Let's say Jamal is my boss, or Abdul Rahman is my co-worker, and for some reason I don't like him. Wal-iyadhu billah, the person go to the soothsayer, he give his name and his father's name, his parents' name, so that he would be in trouble with the boss, so he'll be fired, so I will take his position. This is things that, barakallah fikum. How many people went to their office, opened their office, and they seen an egg with some writings on their chair, or an egg in front of their office? Things like this. Crazy. Wal-iyadhu billah. Or the kuhan. The kuhan are the fortune tellers. The kuhan, they are the fortune tellers. Or rummalun, and likewise those who are using the raml. Ilm al-raml. Tayyib. And this is when they will be, Shaykh Ibn Baz rahimahullah, when he was asked about the raml, he say it is what some of the magicians they will be doing. They will take the dirt and they will be putting some dots on the dirt. They will be putting some numbers of dots on the sand, and based on every shape of dot, they will be able to quote unquote claim that they know the unseen in regard to what is pertaining to you. So likewise, and anyone that is claiming to, barakallahu fikum, having the knowledge of the unseen. Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami rahimahullah, he added an extra one. Allahu Akbar. I didn't know about this one until I read his explanation. Which is, those who they will take a cup of coffee. They will take a cup of coffee, fill it up with coffee, and the residue, right? The residue, after it dry off, they will throw the coffee away, or they drink it, whatever they will do, and they will take the cup upside down. So you see how when it dried, the residue, it will form some shapes. Now they will open it and look at those shapes, and they will be reading, quote unquote, in the cup of coffee or tea. And this is something, barakallah fi, I didn't know myself until, alhamdulillah, I read the explanation on Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami rahimahullah, who is from Africa. And barakallah fikum, very well aware of these matters because of where he was from. Very well aware of these matters, from Habasha, rahimahullah rahmatan wasi'a. And I will read, inshaAllah ta'ala, what he mentioned, because it is important to have understanding of that also from his own perspective. So he says, Shaykh Fawzaan, he says, وَكُلَّ مَنْ يَدَّعِي أَنَّهُ يَعْلَمُ الْغَيْبِ وَيَقُولُ لِلنَّاسِ. And everyone that claims that he has knowledge of the unseen, and he will tell to the people, يَحْسُلُ أَوْ سَيَحْسُلُ لَكُمْ كَذَا وَكَذَا. This will happen, that also will happen, this and this and this will come to happen to you. You got also, barakallahu fikum, the palm readers, those who they look at your palm and they will be reading, because we all have different stretch or different lines in our palms. They will look at your palms and they will be telling you, oh, you're going to have this amount of children. You're going to have this numbers of children. You're going to have 4 kids or 5 kids. You're going to have, things like this they will tell you, wal-iyadhu billah. Tayyib. You got likewise those who they have what you call the crystal, the crystal ball, right? Those who call, the crystal ball. Likewise, you have those who they go by the horoscope. They go by the horoscope of the person. Okay, you were born in July, you must be a Leo. You were born between this and that, you must be a Scorpion. You must be a whatever it is. So those also, they are what? They are claiming to know the unseen. And this is very unfortunate that you find individual when they open the newspaper, the only thing that they want to see is what does the horoscope say about me. That's the only thing that they care about. What does the horoscope say about me? And this is something, barakallahu fikum, they believe in. They will believe in it. If they say don't travel this day, you won't be traveling that day. If they say you're going to be happy this day, you believe that, oh, today is my day. Oh, these are your numbers. Oh, I'm going to play my numbers. The lotto guys will see me today, because my horoscope say this is a good day for you to gamble. And all of those, barakallah, it is lies from the shayateen. Allah yahfadk. Right. Right. Eat the cookie, throw the writings away. Don't read them. But staying away from the cookie, if it will, alhamdulillah, make you stay away from that gray area or the temptation, mashallah. But those fortune cookies, they go in the same lines of the fortune tellers, wala kuhan. We stay away from those now. I mean, they have to say the whole of it derived from the magician. I won't say that, but those who want to use it as evil, they use it as evil. But those you have, let's say, what you call the forecast, they go by that too, the calculation of that. The forecast, the weather forecast, they go by those calculations. The position of the wind or the traveling of the what you call it, the direction that the wind is taking, what time the sun was rising, what time the sun is setting, those calculations, and they will bring about the forecast. But to say that all of it is in regard to the issues of the magicians, alhamdulillah, maybe we can check that. Barakallahu fi. Now. Tayyib, that's another one. It's many, barak. And you mentioned one that I forgot, which is the cowrie shells. You got people, they will use the cowrie shells. They will use the cowrie shells, and based on the positioning of the shelves, they will tell you, they will read it. Based on how the shelves are being positioned, they will read it. And subhanallah al-azim, this is, may Allah ta'ala guide all of us, barakallahu feekum. This is something that you find some women, they will just get together. For them it is entertainment. Right? Oh, let's go to so and so house. Let's just, throw the cowrie shells. For them it is, it's just like it's like how they go by their free time. It's like entertainment. But subhanallah, it's haram. The entertainment part or the serious part, both of them are haram. Because they will what? They will claim to say that this is what gonna happen to you, or that is what's gonna happen to you, or this was supposed to be happening to you, but if you do this, sacrifice, or if you take this if you done this sacrifice, that calamity will not befall on you. This is haram wal iyadhu billah. And you have also those who they do it by way of the dhikr bees. You got those who they do it by way of dhikr bees. They will have a dhikr bees that will not fit in a pillowcase. I have seen in my own self, barakallahu fiqh, an individual having dhikr bees that, barakallahu fikum, was on the rim of the pillowcase. Dhikr bees. And you got those also, they will do their prediction, quote unquote. They will take a regular dhikr bees, which is about 99 beads or 100, and they will give it to you. And wa ya subhanallah, some of them, when they give the individual to do to take the dhikr bees, they will tell them, start with whatever you want to start. But you're going to start saying, Musa Fir'aun, Musa Fir'aun, Musa Fir'aun, Musa Fir'aun, Musa Fir'aun. And when they tell you to stop, the last name you will say, it is where the job going to start. To tell you that you will be good, or it's not going to be a good issue for you. And there are many evil things that, barakallahu fikum, if we were to enumerate, just those that we experience, because this is, barakallahu fikum, very common in Africa. And it is common because of one reason. Because of the people were not taught the aqidah when they were young. Because the people are not taught the aqidah when they are adult. Because the people are not revising the aqidah when they are old. That's the main reason. That's the main reason. For you to see in a whole block or a whole compound a person that never went to a soothsayer, that's very rare. That's very rare. That's very rare to find in a compound one individual that did never go to a soothsayer. Illa man asamahu Allah, except that one that Allah has protected. So the Shaykh hafidhahullah, he say, وَيَقُولُ لِلنَّاسِ, and he will say to the people, سَيَحْصُلُ لَكُمْ كَذَا, this will happen to you. This will happen to you. He say, أَنْتَ يَحْصُلُ لَكَ سَعَادَةً, that you will have a fortune, or you will be prosperous, or you will be successful, or you will be happy. أَوْ يَحْصُلُ لَكَ شَيْءٍ مِنَ التَّعْبِ, or you will encounter some difficulties. Right? They will say these things. You will be happy, or you will be successful in this thing, or you will encounter some difficulty in this thing that you want to be doing. Or they will say that you will find ease and success fi ziwaj, in marrying this woman. That's why this concept that before you marry a woman, you got to go to someone for him to study whether you and this woman, you are compatible. So you will give him your name and the woman's name, your parents' name and the woman's parents' name. So the individual will be spending days where he will call it sleepless days or nights. 3 days, 7 days, depending on how much money you give him. And depending how important you are. And they will call it that I'm secluding myself for you. And this is where they will be invoking, who knows what do they do, wal-iyadhu billah. So for them to tell you that, oh, okay, this is your wife. Or don't marry this wife because she has a bad fortune. Or yes, marry this woman. If you really marry this woman, you will see that you will be prosperous in your business. You will be rich. Or you will have, your name will be big. So the individual, wal-iyadhu billah, believe in this.